Good morning, folks. I am going after one of these turkeys back here that I have hunted actually the same day that I killed. The other day, he was back here gobbling, and he kind of just does the same thing over and over again. He pitches down from a knob, pitches down and goes straight into a creek and stops gobbling. And I've walked this creek a couple times. The last few times I've been here, I've walked it, and man, there's just turkey sign everywhere in there. So I'm gonna get in there. It's still, I think I got plenty of dark left to get in there. Just got all my stuff ready, and I'm gonna head out and try to get down there. Just be ultra quiet, not really call a lot. I think he's still down in there. I think he's still alive. He was as of this past weekend. So I'm gonna try to get over there and kill him. Hopefully. It's a nice morning. They ought to be gobbling today. Alright. There's a bird. Right over there. The creek that I want to be in is right over there. Usually, that bird is going to roost right up here. Man, he's ways off. Alright. That turkey is right over there. Yeah, that's the same bird. And that's what he's gonna do. He may be in that creek already. He might be roosting in there right now. Last I heard him, he was right at the top of that hill. I wonder if I should try to sneak around him. I don't know why he didn't come to this bottom. It's literally what he always does. This time he was roosted right up here, and I guess he pitched across the creek and went to that other ridge over there. And I have no idea why. I got around the backside of where he was at. He's probably moved off by now, but it's worth a shot anyways. He was just right back that way. He never gobbled, so I don't have a clue which direction he went. My hope is that he didn't go too far, and that he doesn't have a hen with him, and he comes back this way. Just kind of dusting right there in that spot. They either went up and over or back down. I saw it when it looked like them go back down, but then I saw another turkey that looked like it went up and over. I feel like I can hear a Jake every once in a while, just kind of rock. I'm a little hesitant to move right now just because of the sun. It's right in my face. And if they're still right there behind these trees, then they're going to spot me real fast. That longbeard has got to be in that same group. of scratching in here. A whole lot of scratching. So they may just be hanging out just right below me. They definitely hang out near though. And unless I spooked them walking up here and not knowing it, they ought to still be somewhere fairly close, I think. I gotta kill this freaking bird. This is my fourth. I think it's my fourth time hunting him. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I think he just gobbled. Right in close to where he was when he gobbled the last time. He's really not moving very fast. I'm hoping I can I'd like to get inside his little bubble. I know I'm close. I need to be right up on him. Because he's just walking this creek, but he's walking the other direction now. We just got the creek bird, y'all. We just got it. Oh my gosh, y'all. I am fired up. I am fired up. It's just a... Man. I literally just looked at the camera and said that I wanted to get into his bubble. He was down here in this bottom. This is where I started out this morning. I started out right over there, and he was roosted right up here. But he came down, he flew down into this nice little wide open bottom right here. And then they used that little gradual slope to get up to where I ended up going around and trying to cut him off. And I honestly don't know where he was in the group when I cut him off earlier. But I walked over to where I saw him dusting, which I didn't get on video very good. But I walked over there. I found that area where they were dusting, and I was trying to conserve battery space. And I sat down, I saw all the scratching. I sat down right, like literally right up there. You can't tell, but there's a real steep incline right there, and then like a gradual one, a finger that goes up, and then a real steep one. And on this side, it's super steep. I went up there and I just soft called, and he gobbled down here. And so I ran around, tried to get in this bottom. In my experience here in this area, and in a lot of areas, but in this one, I want to give as few obstacles as possible. And going up that steep ridge, while he did it, I mean, he did it first thing this morning, I didn't know that he was going to do it again. So I got down in this bottom and just kept getting closer and closer and closer. And until I got to the last place that I saw him gobble. Sure enough, man, he came. He didn't gobble. He came in quiet. He didn't gobble since I was up on top. He came in silent right here. But let's see if you can see where I was actually sitting at. I was sitting right there on that tree. So he didn't have any clue. And they came right to me. I just soft called. There was another turkey with it. I don't know if it was a hen or another longbeard. I needed it today. God knew I needed that today. It's a long morning. Let's see, what time is it? 11 o'clock. It's 11:04. And we got it done. Holy cow. Look at these spurs, man. Oh my gosh. Look at those things. Nice long beard on him. That is so freaking cool. Man, this is one of those that's gonna live on in the memories for a long time. That is a very smart, elusive Alabama Eastern Gobbler. That's what that is. That spot gets quite a bit of pressure, and this guy's lived. I don't know how. He's there every single time I'm there, and he is borderline unkillable because you have to figure out where he's roosted, which that's going to be in a different spot most of the time, but he always ends up in the same area. But he doesn't gobble a whole lot on the limb. You saw this morning, geez, I think maybe he gobbled twice on the limb. I just stuck with him. Like, that's just the main takeaway from this turkey hunt. He gobbled just enough for me to be able to stick with him. He didn't gobble a lot. He maybe gobbled 5 times all day today, but I stuck with him. I stayed in his area. I thought I knew where he wanted to be at, and that was down in that creek bottom, which is impenetrable if you don't get there before daylight, and we got there before daylight today. But they hang out in that one little spot, and it's so thick all around it, and so you can't really get in it without them catching you. And so today, when he gave me that last gobble, and I was belly crawling, trying to get in a position and sneak up to an area where I thought I might could pull him in, and pretty much the best thing that could have happened. I was able to get in there, a couple different setups, be able to kind of analyze the situation. What's one thing that I know about this gobbler? Is that he don't want to move a whole lot. He's not one that's going to really get super lonely and come looking from a long ways away. So I knew I had to stick into his bubble. I had to stay in his little bubble, and I was going to do that all day if I could. If he'd keep gobbling just enough to let me know that I was close by, I was going to keep trying to get closer and closer, and that's what I did at the end. If you've got a bird that's gobbling, even if it's just sparingly, even if it's just a little bit, stay with him. I mean, stay in his little zone, and once you get inside that, it'll be very clear because he'll come to you. I got close enough to him there at the end that he's, in my mind, what he's saying is like, it's not too far to walk. I'll go over there, check it out. But this is a cool hunt. It's tag number 3 in Alabama, and I couldn't be more excited. And the freaking spurs on this joker, man. Golly, I don't think I know I've never killed a bird with that good of spurs. I'm so jacked up about it. That is so freaking cool. I'm excited.